Now Brandon Garden and CD, our matchup here in this one, as so many do, revolves around the quarterback position. We've got an interesting pairing here.
We do indeed. It's something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up. And we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing on third down, Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To throw is Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Smith now to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run wide side with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Smith.
Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
From the gun on third down, Smith.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Finding room at midfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw, Smith.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson will throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Smith. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Gino on first down.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Here's Smith.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Oh, good move.
They'll get this down to the 38. From the 38, Smith. That's taken in by Watson.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith. His throw incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver's offense now set to go.
This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And he'll find Moreau here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The Broncos now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again here, Wilson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
4th down. Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Hamler now on the return.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair. Just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Now to a check on the next gen stats in that first half for the practice. And they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. Dances by him.
Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a give to Jones running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Smith. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Smith.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
A jet sweep, Dobbs.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 39-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Williams running left.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. A give to Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Packers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Smith.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A jet sweep, Dobbs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Smith now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here we go on 4th down. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Smith. He'll go right back to Tonyan.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by 8, 2:09 to play.
And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and will make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.